Let's go. Welcome back. Saturday night. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday night. I'm going to pull up a chessboard and play some 5-minute blitz. Let's go. Okay. This is a rather slow opening for black pieces. Going for this c3, d4. Let's go d4. Okay, I have this choice. Do I drop the bishop back, remaining on this diagonal, which is a very nice diagonal, especially since my opponent has played this f6, or come here, defending this pawn, which isn't being attacked? Yeah, I'm going to drop back here. This is usually what happens in Roy Lopez Italian games. This bishop has his cubbyhole on c2. But in no hurry to drop back to that cubbyhole. This is a beautiful bishop on this diagonal right now. Instead of all that, just castle. Threatening to take here. And then this pawn is loose. Queen. So my opponent grabs, I take. I have this lovely square control. I feel like there's a move here. This seems slow. Look, the bishops are so inactive. King is still in the center. Has to be a move here. Spidey senses are tingling. Is this the way? I think this is the way. Playing this e5. Let's go. You're moving here. Okay. If my opponent takes. Knight takes obviously doesn't work because knight takes. There seems like there should be some way to exploit this position. Check here. I move the knight. Meanwhile, I am inactive on my queen side. The rook wants to play chess. The knight wants to play chess. The bishop wants to play chess. But my opponent is more inactive than I am, and my opponent's king is still in the center of the board. So, developing the queen. I feel like I can just now develop this bishop with tempo. But I expect my opponent to play this c5. Using arrows, knight comes here, and this rook c1 seems very natural. Yeah, let's go. Okay, bishop finally drops back to c2, or are there? No. Yeah, so bishop finally drops back to c2. Okay. Yeah, this is the way pre-moving here. Let's go.
It's controversial to say, but I'm glad we moved from Toronto to Calgary.
Yeah, here we can have a bigger house.
Sorry for the commercial. Getting me a pre-move in. Opponent's king is still in the center of the board, and look at this bishop. You can't you can't castle without moving this bishop first, and you can't move this bishop. Feel like this should be good. Okay, finally getting the rook in the game. Some coordination here. It is defended adequately for the moment by the queen and the knight. But I feel like black's pieces are a little tied down. A little underdeveloped. Yeah, look at my two bishops. Look at this bishop pair. Feel like just takes here is a move. But then knight takes and the rook is suddenly a little more active, hitting the queen. Queen of my opponent's dreams. Instead of all that, wondering, is there some long range tactic? If you bring the rook to the e file, I'm checking after moving these bishops. Yeah. just quickly looking at this again. Pawn takes, knight takes, revealing an attack on the queen. Where does the queen go? Does the queen come here then? And everything's okay? Okay, we're gonna go for this. Hovering here with the queen. Imagine knight takes. Queen takes is possible as well. That hangs in... Oh, that's terrible. But is this a move? Hitting the queen, going after the rook? Or queen going after this check? But I don't think it's enough. I think you can just drop back. Or bring the knight here. If you castle right away, you have this fork. Hitting the rooks, if you castle. So king safety is still key here, but I don't know if it's enough. Don't know if it's enough. Go after the rook. Also this check here, go after the pawn and the rook. Knight is also loose. Let's go. Grab here. It's a check here, though. I think this check, but then bishop blocks. Then there's a check here, though. Okay, queen check here, bishop blocks, rook check, knight defends the rook.
When it comes to tough, there's no such
All
thing
these
as second
king
best.
commercials.
No participation ribbon for serious capability.
Yeah, going for this. So it looks like... Okay, my opponent... So I have this check here, don't I? Let's fucking go. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.